excited for this one.
Yeah.
PFL.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, my.
Pro Football Focus is a fucking joke. You're going to have our very own Penei Sewell rated as the #1 tackle all year, literally all year. Their own grading, their own system, their own scaling. They had Penei Sewell rated as the #1 tackle, the #1 offensive lineman. Oh, look how good he is. Penei Sewell all year. And now they come out with their top 50 players, and he's 4th in the position behind guys like Lane Johnson and Tristan Wirfs. Get the fuck out of here, Pro Football. This is egregious. Like, I don't understand. They jumped the shark. They're just throwing darts at a board now. How can you rank him the best offensive lineman in football and then just be like, that doesn't really matter. He's 4th. What does that even mean? How do you do that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Tristan Wirfs let up 5 times as many sacks as Penei Sewell in almost 100 less snaps played. And Penei Sewell is objectively a better run blocker. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, dude? I don't understand this shit. I really think Pro Football Focus jumped the shark. They were good at first with like analytics and numbers and shit like that, and now they're just pushing shit out there to try to get reactions. They got one. You happy? You want to break me down? You wanted to see me like this? Like, this is it's a joke.
Your Honor? No, I'm with you. I think it's crazy too because like we've had Trevor on multiple times now, and we had him on the most recently after his quarterback rankings, and a lot of his stuff was built off of like their grades that they provide.
Yes.
Do you know who made the list?
No, it was just their top 50 NFL players.
So they have like a name?
They've been releasing it on Twitter. I think it's just them.
Yeah.
It's those ones.
Well, the thing is, like,
not even
they try
ones.
to use their numbers to, like, I guess, validate them. And in this case, they completely go against them by choosing Tristan Wirfs over Penei Sewell. And maybe once upon a time, I could have listened to an argument where you could have said Tristan Wirfs was maybe a better pass blocker, but he had a year advantage ahead of Penei Sewell. Once Penei, I think Penei's caught up now. Penei is the best tackle in football.
He's the best offensive lineman in football. Period.
Yeah. I don't think you weaponize Tristan Wirfs in the passing game or run game the way Penei is in our run game alone. On top of him just having better numbers against pass rush to begin with, when you brought up sacks, you said with 100 less snaps,
yeah,
he has double the sacks allowed.
5 times as many sacks.
That's insane.
Yes. It's 5-1, but it's still 5 times. It sounds better.
That's still 5 times.
When you say 5 times as many. Penei Sewell let up 1 sack in over 1,100 snaps played last year. So if you're going to sit here and be like, oh, Tristan Wirfs is a better pass blocker. No, he's not. He's objectively not. Like, based on letting your quarterback get sacked, he is not better. I don't understand. Like, that's what pisses me off the most, is that this was the one thing that kept PFF rankings in my good graces, is that Penei Sewell was the #1 ranked offensive tackle in their whole system all fucking year. It wasn't like, oh, he was in and out. Oh, this week, he let up 2 pressures this week. Maybe we'll bump him down. No, he was #1 consistently all year. And I was like, okay, at least they got that right. At least they know what they're talking about with that. And now they're just like, nah, he's the 4th best tackle in football. Like, what?
Yeah, Tristan Wirfs, again, going off their grades, is literally the 5th best in the past year. Penei Sewell, year after year, 2 years consecutively, the best tackle in all of football.
Jeff Olson, you said the Bucs are a top 3 team in the NFC. Your opinion is invalid.
Ouch.
Sorry. Not really, though.
Pass blocking grade, Penei Sewell for 2023 has 79.2. Tristan Wirfs did grade a little bit higher at 86.1. Run blocking, Penei Sewell at 95.1. Tristan Wirfs, 73.8. I mean, again, that's where the argument lies if you want to have that conversation. But then, again, by the numbers, Penei's a better pass blocker, too.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you're worried about, who lets their quarterback get sacked less, like that might be an important stat when it comes to who's a better pass blocker. It would be Penei Sewell. But I don't know.
The one...
they're more worried about pass block win rate and hand position adjacent to their own cock. Like, these PFF stats are just mind-boggling to me.
The one thing I'll say, I guess, in defense of the sack numbers is Baker Mayfield is a little bit more mobile. Not a little bit. He's more mobile than Jared Goff. And those guys do get sacked more because they extend plays. But at that point, I'm not really considering that like a pass blocking rep when your quarterback's maneuvering behind you and you don't necessarily know where he's at. I guess Jeff Olson, you are Tampa Bay Buccaneers content creator. We have a phone line. If you'd like to come in, to call in, have a conversation with Smitty, I think Penei Sewell, is the best tackle in football.
And so does PFF. As of last year, they had him ranked number 1, but now they're just like, no. So, like you said, Tristan Wirfs last year was ranked 5th. So what happened there? I don't understand. They just they must have just switched the names.
Something.
They get us talking again, folks. This is all a way to piss off
Lions fans.
That's all it is.
And Penei Sewell is 2-0 versus Tristan Wirfs. So, care about that.
Playoff game and on the road.
Yeah, suck it.
Yeah, Penei Sewell is undoubtedly, I think, the best tackle in football right there with Trent Williams right now. Until he retires, he's like right next to Trent.
I think he's better than Trent Williams.
And that's not an outrageous take at all. But Tristan Wirfs, he's a really, really good tackle. But Penei Sewell is better. And I think PFF's just, pulling our chain a little bit, pulling our tail. I think they're just trying to get us talking here.
It's it's from the guy who, the guy I typically disagree with most is this Zoltan guy. Zoltan, and then obviously Sam Monsoon.
I hate Zoltan.
Yeah, this is what he said. So Trent Williams, this is the blurb, is in a class of his own. The future Hall of Famer remains the gold standard at the position as he put together another elite season in 2023, despite struggling with an ankle injury. As Penei Sewell is a star. Sewell showed significant improvement during the 2023 season, as his 95.1 run block grade and 92.8 overall grade ranked first at the position. The other piece of it too is you could talk on. It's Penei Sewell, bro. I'm sorry. You could say there's a left tackle versus a right tackle, and left tackle see more elite pass rushers, but that's not the case these days.
No.
Like pass
they
rushers
moved around.
Exactly. If you're truly great as a defensive coordinator, you're going to scheme your best edge rusher against their weakest tackle, no matter where he is.
Yeah, and we've seen Penei Sewell put guys like Nick Bosa, Micah Parsons into bread boxes. Like those are pretty good pass rushers, right? If you pulled 32 GMs in the NFL, 31 of the 32 would say they would take Penei Sewell over Tristan Wirfs. The only one who would say no is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers GM.
Here's the entire blurb. Number 1 actually was Trent Williams. The future Hall of Famer remains the gold standard. He just copied the same thing he said about Tristan Wirfs previously. The future Hall of Famer remains the gold standard of the position as he put together another elite season 2023. Oh, they messed this up.
Yeah, I think you read that.
Yeah. Oh, no, I messed it up. It was about Trent Williams, the first one. His 92.5 PFF grade ranked second among offensive tackles last year, and he was the only player at the position to earn a run blocking and pass blocking grade above 84.0. Number 2 was Tristan Wirfs. Tampa Bay Buccaneers says the Buccaneers' decision to move Wirfs from the right to left tackle before the 2023 season raised questions about whether his performance would decline. However, Wirfs recorded the second best pass blocking grade among all offensive tackles and finished with a top 5 overall grade for the first time in his career, 83.0.
I don't understand how he can have a better pass blocking grade than Penei Sewell when he let up 5 times as many sacks. How is that possible?
Penei Sewell says Sewell showed significant improvement during the 2023 season as his 95.1 run blocking grade and 92.8 overall grade ranked first in the position. So that one earlier. He said, however, because his pass blocking grade ranked outside the top 10, he finishes third in this ranking. That's what I've wanted to see improve to give him the title over the guy they have number 1, Trent Williams. You and I have had those conversations in the past. However, just the way you can weaponize him in the run game is like no other. That's not happening anywhere else in the NFL. To a point where you could sit there on my phone. Actually, I'll pull it up as evidence. One of my tabs that I have saved in my bookmarks is Pornhub.
That's fair.
No, but straight up.
Let me hit that.
What's that bottom one say, Spinny?
Penei highlights.
Is there another tackle outside of Trent Williams in his prime? He's exiting that prime of his career. Is there any other tackle you could have fucking highlights of?
No.
That you could watch and be like, holy shit, this guy is a fucking man amongst boys.
You know what?
This guy is a fucking, I don't even know the word for it. I want to say every time, road grinder, road tiller. You grew up in the country. You help me out here. I don't know. But he just mows people out of the way effortlessly. One of the things that executed and then kind of gave him a lot of success against the San Francisco 49ers, and I know the Packers did it too, and obviously they ended up losing the game, but that pin and pull, you can only do that with like a tackle that's athletic enough to do it. Penei is that guy. I think he just excels at that point so much more stronger, and he's still a really good pass blocker too, that I can't really have anybody else above him outside of maybe Trent Williams. And that's just because I've known him as the best my entire life, so it's kind of hard to like turn the page from it. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen Penei Sewell overmatched?
No.
Like ever?
No.
Even since he was a rookie. Like the guy's just been dominant like since he came into the league. Like I believe he's one of the top 2 tackles in the league right now, and he's entering his 4th season. I mean, he was a first-team All-Pro. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Shout Chase Hamley. Rotiller is correct. Thank you. Rotiller. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, he's a first-team All-Pro, right?
Yep.
What are we doing here? How old was he when he got it? 22? 23?
23.
What are we doing? I'm by it.
Yeah, I don't want to be biased here. I know I say some biased things like about the Pistons, Tigers, all that, but I mean, Penei Sewell, he's, when you kind of look at it outside of guys like Mahomes, McCaffrey, Jefferson, you know, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, you put Penei Sewell right up there with those guys. He's one of the better players in football. Like Easy said, his versatility on the offensive line. You know, Ben Johnson's able to pull him, which you don't see a lot in tackles, but he's athletic enough to get to the outside and lead block for the running back. Tristan Wirfs I don't understand, but PFF, they just want to get us to talk. I think that's what it is. But Tristan Wirfs I don't understand. Trent Williams, maybe, just because he's done it for so long. He's been the best in the game for a long time. But yeah, this was a ridiculous list. Right when I saw it, I was actually mind blown. I couldn't believe it.
Jeff Olson, the Tampa. And you know what we'll do? We'll reach out to Sammer. And I think it's a conversation we'll have with him. Just because he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan as well. Maybe he could help us. I mean, I don't know.
There's nothing anybody can say to me that would make me believe that that's true. Because there's no statistical fact or eye test number you can bring up that shows that Tristan Wirfs is better than Penei Sewell.
I think it's like pass rush win rate.
Yeah, that's made up.
Yeah, it's made up.
That is a made up stat. Like pass rush win rate, pass block win rate. I don't care about that shit. Show me an actual stat or actual footage of him being better than Penei Sewell. You can't. You literally can't, because it's not true.